Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've said that. I'm so excited to finally make this video because I have been planning to make this since a long time now, and I think I'm finally ready to make it, and I'm so excited to finally be back on YouTube. I hope you are as excited as me though. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, hello, I'm Muskan Sheikh and I'm from Assam, India. And recently I moved to the UK for educational purpose. Currently, I'm a student. I'm doing my master's from Swansea University in biomedical science, specialization clinical biochemistry. And it's been 4 months now that I'm in the UK. So this video is not going to be an aesthetic or shopping related or anything of that sort. It's going to be my raw, honest 4 month experience of living in the UK. No sugarcoating and no filters. It's going to be complete raw video, because if you're planning to move here or you're already here, you will get a gist of what actually feels like to be in the UK as an international student, especially. So sit tight because this is going to be personal. So let's talk about the weather first. The weather here in the UK is my worst enemy, and I mean it because I always knew that it's going to be cold, but nobody told me it is going to be this cold, windy, rainy, gloomy, and emotionally damaging all at the same time. And I swear by that. I swear by that. You can never trust UK's weather, even when the sky looks all innocent outside. Do not fall for it. You know what usually happens? You leave the house, it rains. You forget an umbrella, heavy rainfall. And sometimes you have that sense and you carry your umbrella, no rain, all sunshine. Moral of the story is do not trust UK's weather and carry your umbrella with you by any means. And I really mean that. You forget your phone, you're gonna be fine. You forget your umbrella, end of the story. So do carry your umbrella. And I'm not saying I hate rain so much, but I also do not romanticize rain that much because it rains here on a regular basis and you have work, you have to go attend university, especially when your university is at a 20-minute walking distance from your accommodation like mine. It gets challenging because you do a 20-minute walk in the rain, you are drenched, but you have to attend your lecture on time, otherwise no entry. You have to pay attention to the lecturer because you have paid so much to be here, to be attending the lecture, but it's so uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And it's also really gloomy outside all the time. Whenever it rains, the sky is like, somebody's crying as if somebody has died, and it's really challenging sometimes because you're all alone here, nobody's here for you, and oh my god, uncomfortable, emotionally challenging, everything all at once. That is why I do not really like UK's weather. It's like, and sometimes it gets really cold here. But the best part is, all the accommodations are heated, so inside you do not really feel shit. But it's all when you're outside, and most of the work you have is outside. So yeah, that was all about the weather. I don't really like it. I'm not a fan of UK's weather, and if you're in the UK, you know what I mean. And if you're coming here, buy a good umbrella first. That's the first thing you should do. Okay, so now let's talk about the second thing. And this is really personal, but nobody is your friend here in the UK. And it is hard, but it's truth. Nobody is actually your friend. People are with you because you are of certain benefit to them. Otherwise, they're just gonna poof, disappear, gone. You know what I mean? You're useful, they will stay. You're not useful anymore, they will disappear. And this is what happened to me as well. But back home, things were so different. People were warm. Like my friendship was so good with so many people, and people actually did care about you, and we cared about each other. That's how my friend group is. Like, we cared about each other, we respected each other, and so nice back home, but in the UK it's really different. Oh, I'm really hungry, so my stomach's growling. However, here things are really different. Nobody is truly your friend, and especially if you are a giving person like me, they are just gonna be leeches and bleed you dry. And I'm talking with experience because I have been there and that, and it's not a nice experience because I ended hurting myself so much because of people who did not even deserve an inch of my love or respect. So choose your friends wisely in the UK. I would suggest you to make friends but do not give in so much. Hang out with them, have a great time because we are also here to make memories, but do not give in so much and do not try to mend things that you didn't break because you will end up losing yourself, and this happens, and I have seen that happening and personally have experienced it as well. So I would just suggest you to choose your friends wisely and do not giving in so much. Okay, now let's talk about loneliness, and nobody in this world can actually prepare you for this because this is something that you have to go through yourself and figure out what fits the best for you. So when I initially came here, I was really happy. I was happy to meet new people and have experience. But slowly, gradually, you end up so lonely. Even if you have people around, you feel lonely. And that's what I felt. I have had my friends, we were hanging out, and suddenly I feel like, oh, nobody's here for me, and I'm all alone. And it's so hard. The loneliness actually hit you so much hard than expected. You know, you miss your family, you miss your friends, you miss the familiar food, the familiar languages, the smell, the air of your country, no matter how bad it is. But you miss all of that, and it just hits you so hard. And I have had those nights where I'm just silent, overthinking, staring at my ceiling, and feeling lonely. And I have had nights where I have cried myself to sleep and asking myself repeatedly, why am I even here being away from my friends and families? But this is life, this is how you grow, and we need to learn to cope up with it and deal with it. Although it's been 4 months, I can't really say that I am okay of being away with my family or I have learned so much or grown so much. No. But yes, I do know for a fact that I am here for a reason and for a cause, and I am gonna make this big for myself, and I'm gonna do all the things that I wanted. And yeah, this is life, but it gets really lonely here. Moral of the story is that. So let's talk about money now. My favorite thing to talk about, money. Only my favorite when I have it. Being in the UK is so expensive, so effing expensive, especially when you're a girl who likes shopping and you cannot live without shopping. UK is gonna change you. You know, everything here is so expensive. The rent, expensive. Transport, heavily expensive. Groceries, expensive. I mean, you are telling me that 6 eggs costs you 250 rupees. Like, I'm gonna have to pay 250 rupees for 6 eggs. I used to fight back in India when the vendor used to sell 30 eggs for 200. I used to be like, oh, it's 180. It's really the exact opposite here. And the funny thing is, whenever I spend here, like any kind of purchase I make, I always convert pounds to GB, like INR, and I go, oh my god, this is depressing. I'm spending so much on these little things. Even coriander. I pay a pound for 30 gram of coriander. I mean, they give this thing for free in India when you do grocery shopping. Oh my days! It's so expensive here. But it actually teaches you a lot of things. It teaches you how to actually manage your life and like manage your days with the minimum amount of money that you have. So you get really planned and organized. So yeah, money stress is real, but once you know how to actually spend without burning a hole in your pocket, it's gonna be well and good. Now let's talk about food. Oh my god, how much I miss home cooked meal. And by home cooked, I mean my mom. Cooked by my mom. I miss my mom's hands food. I miss it so much. Being in the UK, I don't really eat a lot of convenience store food. I don't do that. First of all, because oh my god, money problem. So I cook myself meal every time I get the chance to. Actually, it's every time. Yeah. But oh my god, it's not the same as my mom. And sometimes I just would want to be in the bed doing my own thing and my mom bringing in the food. If you are in India, you're living at your home, value the food that your mom's cooking for you and stop doing Swiggy and Zomato and stuff because you're really gonna miss once you're out of your home. I'm missing it so much, I can't even tell. And this is real. You know, sometimes, especially when you're on your periods and you have the hormonal changes, you just miss the food so much that you end up crying. And I really did that. It happened with me, you know. I missed the food so much that I ended up crying, and I was like, oh, if I was back home, my mom would cook for me and I would eat that delicious meal, but now I just cannot do that. So if you're there and if you're planning to come to the UK or any other country, you still have time. Eat all the food that you need to. You can work out later. Make your tummy full, make your tummy content. We can think about working out later, you know what I mean? But like, back home, I didn't really care about working out because I was always like this slim girl, but I couldn't eat more. And now I regret it so much. I wish I could eat more so that now I didn't feel this way. But this is life. It happens. And I really, really miss home. When it comes to food, especially, I really miss a good home cooked meal. Okay, so now the next thing. Life in the UK is all about work, 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 especially when you're a student because you're attending college, you're doing part time, you're looking for sponsored jobs, internships, anything related to your field. So you're always networking. So it's all about work. I'm not saying that you do not have good experience. You actually have time to go out and have fun with your friends. I do too. But life is serious here. You don't have time to make mistakes. And even if you do make mistakes, you have that urgency to fix it. Because if not you, they'll choose you, then choose the next person. You do not know how big that line is. Once you get kicked out, there are hundreds of other people waiting to take your position. So you need to make sure you're best at what you're doing. You need to be serious with your life. Back home, I could be chaotic, I could make mistakes, and I could stress about doing it later. Here, procrastination do not work. You don't do it, someone else will. Even a jiffy matters here. You know what I mean? Every minute matters. Life here is very routine. You need to follow, you need to have a good work life balance here in order to have mental peace. But choose your career wisely here and make sure that you have made your mind and that you know what you're coming for here. Otherwise, it's not going to be fruitful for you, and I mean it. You know, let me be really honest with you. Being in a foreign country actually change you so much. Okay, let me be fair. UK will teach you so many things. It will give you independence. It will make you strong. It will make you learn your boundaries, make you learn who truly matters. And the most important part is it is going to teach you to rely on yourself. You know, you don't have to be dependent on someone in order to have a good life. Relying on yourself is something, a trait that everyone should have, and living in a foreign country will definitely teach you this. And I swear by that. You know, these things will change you so much, and it's gonna be so much beneficial for you for the longer run. And I think this is really good. You know, you're gonna be emotionally strong, you're gonna turn out to be the best version of yourself when you stay in a different country. So every hardships that you're going through right now, it's gonna be all worth it in the end. As you're coming to the end of the video, I would just want to say that do not romanticize the UK. Come prepared, be it mentally, emotionally, or financially. You need to be prepared and you need to start with your head being strong because this country is definitely gonna test you before it's gonna reward you. So it's very, very important to have a roadmap, and I'm pretty sure that roadmap is gonna lead you to a better life and the life you exactly want for yourself. And yeah, so we are almost at the end of the video. If you're watching this and you feel lonely here, you are not alone. If you are struggling to adjust, it's okay. Go at your own pace. If you have cried yourself to sleep, that does not mean you're weak. We are all here struggling, adjusting, and do remember that healing, settling, and finding yourself takes time. We have a long way to go. Even though it's really difficult now, the sun's gonna shine brighter the next day and it's gonna be really, really worth it at the end. And thank you so much for listening to my story. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to it because from now on, I'm gonna be talking a lot about the UK and showing this place around. So, yeah, thank you so much. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And always remember that we're in this together. Till then, bye bye. See ya. Oh my days.